What's up, everyone, and happy Sunday. I hope everyone is having a great day, a beautiful day, and a blessed day as always. So, of course, let's go ahead and get into this message so that we can get right and stay right. So, for today, what I kind of want to do is like give you some advice or even like a little exercise to do to help you to deal with not only your problems but also dealing with your emotions and your feelings about certain things that may be taking place in your life at this current moment, because I feel like, too often people bottle things in or don't know how to express themselves. And one of the I feel like therapeutic ways of kind of expressing your feelings, if you feel like you can't talk to people, or sometimes you're not getting the results that you want to, if you do decide to talk to someone, it's just to write it down. Listen, journaling for me, and I know a lot of other people say that journaling has helped them. So like journaling is very therapeutic because you're actually, it's writing is a way of getting your emotions just out of your head and onto paper so that you can really see, how it is that you're feeling, if that makes any sense. It's like, as well as like even reading over certain things that you may have been going through, right? Just writing it all down and just reading over it is a way for you to kind of express it and just get it out to where it's not just stuck inside of you or just in your head to where you're just thinking about it all the time. And again, that's not helping you because there's not anything getting resolved. You feel like you're still in the state of emotions that you're in. And again, it's because you're really not finding the right way to release it and get it out, as well as also how to deal with it. And there are certain things in life that we just have to deal with. And I know it sounds so simple, but yet some of these things are the hardest things to do because it's what we really feel inside. And depending on what it is, it can be very, very, very difficult. So a lot of the times the realest things are the hardest things to do. The things that kind of affect you the most can be the hardest thing to tackle, simply because it's you and it's your feelings. And can't nobody ultimately really tell you how to deal with what you're going through, especially if they never been through it themselves. But it's like also just trying to be that person of like positivity and a light for somebody is what I aim to do. Because again, I haven't been through a lot. I've been through what I've been through, but I haven't been through some of the things that a lot of you have been through. So just giving advice and trying to be a light is just what I'm here to do. So therefore, first things first, like I say, journal, write things down. And if you don't have a journal, I recommend you go get a journal, something that really means a lot, because there are a lot of journals that, have so many different things going on in them, but you have to find the right journal for you so that it can be therapeutic and serving its purpose for you and whatever it is that you're dealing with, as well as when it comes to just again dealing with problems, because too many times again people don't really know how to deal with problems, or they just choose not to deal with the problem, or like they say, sweep things under the rug. And like, literally, if you sweep something under the rug, if you lift that rug up, it's still gonna be there. Same thing with your problems. You can, overlook it. You can try not to think about it. You can medicate it on however you're trying to medicate your problems. You can do whatever you try to do to just block it all out. But guess what? The problem is still ultimately going to be there. So my advice to you is just to deal with it. Whatever that first step is, you have to take a step. Like, not doing anything is not helping, because again, the problem is still going to remain, and you're going to see yourself continuing to deal with the problem because it's going to continue to come up no matter how long you try to avoid it. It's going to come up. And some of the things I learned in life is, you can continue to try to deal with problems, especially when it comes to problems you may have with other people. Like, if you yourself know that you have exhausted all your options, that you have did everything on your end to try to fix something or make something work or make something better, and ultimately the other person isn't willing to put in the work, or they're not trying to meet you halfway or even get to the outcome that you're trying to get to, then that means it is a point of time to let things go, because that means it's ultimately not going to work. No matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you want something to work, if it's not meant to be, then that means it's not going to work. So it's up to you to come to that realization and learn to let things go that is no longer serving you in your next season. It may have served you in your past, but it's not going to serve you in your next season. This is why it's not working to begin with. And a lot of the times as humans, we try to hold on to stuff, trying to hold on to people, trying to hold on, just trying to make it work, right? but you can't make something work that's just no longer meant to work and serve you for where God is trying to take you. So therefore, dealing with the problems that you may have within a job, dealing with the problems that you may have, with something that you are currently working on, dealing with problems that you may have, even with your old way of thinking, your current way of thinking. Like, sometimes you have to change your way of thinking. I'm not even going to say sometimes, let me switch that up. Oftentimes, especially when you begin to grow, you're going to have to change up your way of thinking. So this is some things that people battle with. Some problems that people battle with is learning when to let go of old habits, learning when to let go of your old ways, learning when to let go of the people who no longer serve you. It's okay. It's okay, because guess what? There's something greater for you. But just not handling or dealing with your problems is not going to help. And I know some people have way more, you know, serious problems or something that's just way more challenging than other people have, but it's still up to you to make the first step and stop being in denial, or just again stop trying to cover up or mask things, because you're not doing yourself any favors by trying to not handle or deal with or face your problems. It is a time for you to take action so that you can get to a better place in your life versus where you are. And this is why some people remain in the same thing, the same chaos for so long, is because it's like you get so immune to certain things that it seems like people just rather stay where they are than to fix the problem, than to you see a way out, but you're not moving your feet to go get and go after the way that you have that's going to make things better for you. So you have to also come to come to the conclusion that, listen, it's not going to get any better from where you are now. If you choose to stay down and not handle or deal with things, then you're not going to get up, because you're making the conscious decisions. There's nobody to blame but yourself. Nobody. It has to come a point in time when you are ready to pick yourself up. Like they say, it's only up from here. You can't go down any further. So why not do what you need to do and face your problems head on, so that you can continue to move up and grow and just overall live in a better place in your life and in your peace of mind, because that's what we all should aim for in life too, is just to overall have a peace of mind. And knowing that when things don't work or people no longer suit you, listen, things come and go, people come and go. That is life in itself. But it's always true to know that whenever the old things pass away, that means new things are coming your way just as well. Like, again, when one door closes, another one is going to open, and it's always an even better one. The people that you lost, listen, they're great people, but you have even better people coming in your life for you. It's not about the people, it's about you and where you're going and what God has for you. So this should be, the motivation that you need to go after the new. The problems aren't the problems, it's the lack of solutions that you have for your problems. So it's time to find solutions for your problems. Start tackling your problems and facing your problems head on, so that you can move from that place of stagnance, so that you can move from that place of being stuck, so that you can move from that place of just being down and start moving to a place that's going to level you up, moving to a place that's going to grow you, moving to a place that's going to overall allow you to live a much better life and allow you to do things that you desire. Because that is also why some people can't move, is because they're not being able to get to that place that they need to get to, so that they can start to live life for real, and live life to the fullest, and live life being their best and true authentic self. So listen, no more sweeping things under the rug, no more masking things, no more trying to avoid what it is that you need to face. Because once you do this, you will see that things will start to turn around in your favor, and things will overall start to get better in your life. So I pray that this message has helped, touched, motivated, inspired, uplifted overall anyone who it reaches. And as always, let's be motivated, but most importantly, let's stay inspired.